big celebrations going on in Russia tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Russia won the war. Some of you might agree with me. Some of you are going to go loopy and crazy. And I totally get it. But let's stick to the facts here. Russia won the war. This was what the special military operation was all about. Getting these Russian-born citizens to be liberated. Russia liberated these people from the evil regime within inside Ukraine. The special military operation is over. But now the real war starts. What do I mean with that? Remember when Putin said he's going to get this 300,000 people? Ladies and gentlemen, it was not to go full on into the war and take over Ukraine. It was planned. This whole thing is planned. You need to understand this. This whole thing is planned and it's played out to perfection in Putin's favor. This is what he wanted. This is what it was all about. He wanted these people to go into these areas and protect them as if it's Russian soil, which it is right now after he signed the documents. It's legally Russian now, ladies and gentlemen. Nuclear weapons will be used once NATO starts to put their fingers and their dirty little noses into this whole situation. That is what Putin meant with nuclear weapons. They sabotaged the pipelines, we know about it. There was a lot of false flags and they blamed Russia for it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Putin won this war and he won them big time. Listen, I watch CNN, I watch all the news networks, but especially CNN. My biggest hate in this world is CNN. You get Caitlin Collins, which is a White House correspondent, that face when she needs to report on this. Like, oh, you can't believe what Putin did. I can't believe this crap. They are sour. They are crying in the West about this. Putin outsmarted them left, right, and center, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it's all about. So Russia is a big celebration. And the people within Russia, yes, we see a lot of people fleeing Russia. But that is these opportunists, as I explained to you before. People that want to go into a new country and see an opportunity now. And let's run. Let's go try, start a new life in a new country. We can get some citizenship or whatever, some benefits. They are trying their best luck. It's opportunists. Okay? The real people stay in Russia. Majority of people over Russia now. I know you see a lot of footage from inside, Moscow and, in front of the Kremlin, people celebrating. But the feeling all over Russia, and I've got Telegram. Go follow me on Telegram, so by the way. I've got Telegram with all the videos I saw with my own eyes. People all over Russia, including these 4 regions, are celebrating the liberation. They're going to use trigger words telling you Putin literally stole the land and it's a land grab and all this kind of crap. He liberated the people from the evil regime. These people were harassed by anti-Russian people. I'm not going to use that name. You know what I want to say. It starts with an N. With these people, they were harassed. They were killed. Putin saved them. And now, what is happening now? We are sitting with a bigger Russian map and a smaller Ukrainian map. And on top of that, the NATO ally, the NATO, what's his name, Stolten or Stolzen, whatever, the leader or the boss or the CEO, whatever you call this clown of NATO, is trying to get Ukraine as fast as possible into NATO now. Because they want to attack these regions. Do they really care about that citizens then? They want to attack these regions. That means they are invading Russia now. And this will escalate the war into something bigger. Anyway, Zelensky is crying. Everybody is crying online on Twitter, all over the show about this. Me, I'm laughing. Because this is true, ladies and gentlemen. Putin cares about people. He liberated them. That is the fact. Don't fall for propaganda. This is a big one for Putin. And the reason I'm laughing like this is because, I love seeing the Western mainstream media crumble and cry and be angry. The anchors can't even hold themselves. a proper like a proper face on live TV. Biden is silent. He haven't said anything because he's too shit scared of saying anything, because now they understand, holy shit, Putin is real. Whatever Putin says he's going to do, he's doing it. So Biden, shut up, because you might get the whole world, into a complete chaos. So shut up and let's figure this out. Then you have Donald Trump that's coming in here and saying he can solve the problem. And I think he can. And I think he could have solved way more of this issue we are seeing in Ukraine, the proxy war in Ukraine, NATO versus Russia. He could have solved this easily. I know a lot of you guys don't like Putin and Donald Trump, but I promise you Trump could have handled this better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to understand that Biden is the worst of the worst of the worst if it gets to presidents ever in America. And it's a danger to the world now, you see. But yeah, I'm happy for the Russians, the people in these 4 regions. They are liberated, they are free again, they are safe now. They will be protected by all force of Russia. They are happy, and that makes me happy. And to see, again, I just want to make it clear, to see the Western mainstream media crumbles, and the West cry, and NATO crying, and they are like, I don't know, like chickens without heads running around. They don't know what to do. That makes me happy. It's time for you to see what these people are trying to do to us humans and to do to the world. Putin is standing up against this, and in fact Trump was standing up against the deep state and all the swamp monsters. I know you hate him, but that is why I support him, because he's exposing these clowns. And Putin is literally putting these clowns, these military forces that dominate the world, back into their places. And China keeps stable and never interfere with internal affairs of other countries. That is big respect for China. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this video. And go over to CNN and spam them with this link, that we can all laugh at Caitlin Collins and all the CNN anchors crying today because of Russians that are happy. See you tomorrow.